and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
Here's Hibbert. That's short off the rim.
He had a defender draped all over him. Not really the best shot there.
Well, not the shot you hope for when it's well contested like that.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Trevor Ariza last season with perhaps the best campaign, Steve, of his 10-year career.
Yeah, he played starters minutes, shot a career-high three-point percentage. I think a lot of it, Kevin, was just the combination of playing with good bigs and then also John Wall's emergence as a great point guard. Ariza had a lot of open looks last year. Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him. He could have tipped it home, but he wanted to give this crowd something to remember.
Dynamic work right there. Throw down that rebound.
Yes, sir.
Well, no need to back it out if you're in position for the dunk. A little lucky, frankly, but they did get it to go.
Indiana leading by 7.
And you could say that Ariza was in a contract year looking for a new contract, playing for a new contract, but he's upped his three-point percentage for 3 straight seasons. It seems he's put in the work to really solidify that part of his game.
Here's Miles. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And Ariza has always been great shooting threes from the corners, but he's diversified a bit. Last season, the highest total of three-point makes in his career.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Mahimi's checked in for Hibbert. Scola comes in for David West. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Paul George. And then for Houston, Smith comes in for Jones. And James Harden subbed in for Jason Terry. Here's Miles. Good. Miles has got 6 here in this quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Pacers leading by 11.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop. Saw his teammate with the path to the hoop, and bang! Lobbed it right up there for him.
And he was ready for it, elevated, made the catch. You saw the result.
And I like the choice, making the conservative finish, making sure of the 2 points.
You know, it's really been this way for a few years when you look at the Rockets. They have been fantastic at getting to the line, and I think it caught a lot of teams in the East off guard last season.
Harden dishes to Ariza. Here's Sloan, covered by Smith. Outside Hill. And it's Miles missing.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
The steal. And oh, here we go with Hill. Nobody back.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted. The aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
Yeah, that's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end. James Harden with the most famous beard in the NBA. In fact, he leaves his barber in charge of trimming it, so you can give him all the credit, or maybe the blame, depending on how you look at it.
In Harden, a relatively quiet demeanor. Some have even said moody, but clearly he's embraced his new leading role in Houston.
And he said as much himself. He looks at the Rockets as his team, and you can see it in his demeanor on the court. With that leadership comes responsibility, and I think he's ready to continue to step into that.
For Indiana, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Well, you look back at a season ago, this is a club that made 78% of its shots from the free throw line, so very comfortable with that stripe.
Yeah, they had the kind of success from the line that would make any coach breathe a sigh of relief, guys.
George is checked in for the Pacers.
Yeah, he didn't have to slow down at all, guys. Just perfectly timed pass there.
How about that breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that?
Nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
They'd love to get more of those, the easiest 2 points possible. And on a fierce finish.
Yeah, and that's exactly how they're going to cut into the lead, Kevin.
Yeah, that's why they've got to tighten up their D. And I'd be surprised if the defense allows any more free runs to the hoop like that.
The feed to Prigioni. Maninas kicks to Prigioni. Harden the pass to Brewer. Prigioni dishes to Harden. They set the pick. The three. Out that one, the Indiana lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Prigioni. Here's Watson. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall. Rockets trailed by 11. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Rockets. Pablo Prigioni is out there with Harden. Then there's Maniunas. Then there's Terrence Jones. And it's Brewer in the small forward position. They get it again. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lavoy Allen. That's foul number 2 for him. Prigioni for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. West has got his third rebound on the night. And it's Miles missing. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. But they recover it. The Rockets making a switch here. Beverly's checked in. So it's the Pacers now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's West with the drive. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
Houston making some changes. Howard's checked in for Maniunas. And Trevor Ariza subbed in for Corey Brewer. And the Pacers call time here.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the time out and give yourself a chance to regroup.
And Indiana making a change here. Hill's checked in. Houston with a big group substitution here. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
It's stolen by Hill. And another fast break chance here for the Pacers. Here we go. Misses in close. Doubled by Howard. Here's Allen. The Rockets pull it in.
Well, he's been trying to add that mid-range shot to his arsenal, but it still isn't there.
And the pass to Papanikolaou. He feeds it to Terry.
Nice job on the offensive glass.
Here's George. Here's Hill. And And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pacers?
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low. Kevin, right now, they're doing a good job at the line. They're hovering around 83, 84, 85% from the stripe. That's good stuff. I mean, that's well done.
Pacers leading by 16. Terry with it. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Howard. Tipped away. Paul George with the steal. This one for 3. And he gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 21.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Well, for Paul George, his leap last season, not just about accentuating his strengths, but also cutting back on the negative plays, in particular, lowering his fouls and turnovers while he's on the floor.
Some changes for Indiana. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Lavoy Allen. C.J. Miles comes in for Solomon Hill. And George Hills subbed in for Rodney Stuckey. Ariza has the open look. Sinks the triple. And for Paul George, looking to cut down on his turnovers, some of that was not forcing the pass when it wasn't there.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that he really has to tighten up on. He had this terrible habit of throwing this one-handed bowling bounce pass that never found its target. So, PG, if you're listening, get rid of that bounce pass for me, partner.
He's not only listening, he's playing. He's playing the game right now.
He's the real deal, though. He's
He is.
he's one of the more enjoyable guys to watch and to hang out with.
Here's Hibbert. No good off the front iron.
That's one he knows he should have made.
And that one's good. Beverly.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
And the dunk by West.
And they're getting that lead way up there now. I mean, it should be a stroll to the final whistle from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, it'd be almost impossible for them to blow a lead like this.
That's good. 8 points for James Harden.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first. Fellas, that two-hand monster slam was vicious.
I don't think there was anyone, and I mean anyone, that could have stopped him on that one.
I'm glad they didn't try. You don't want anybody getting hurt out here.
He kicks it to Smith. Deflects the pass.
And this is what they wanted, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. And I think it can be considered a statement win for the Pacers.
You know, Clark, their big advantage was points in the paint.
Well, they pounded that ball inside, Kevin, and operated down low. It worked for them consistently.
Harden, that's good.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Hill kicks it to West.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
There's 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Harden dishes to Jones. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
You know, if this had come earlier, they might have been able to get back into it.
Yeah, but as it is, too little, too late.
Hill passes to George. And Indiana, another 3.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
Now here's Ariza. Back to Harden. And Beverly kicks to Smith. And he gets it to go.
Sloppy defense there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Well, when he does, that's an automatic bucket.